So we just finished our coaching session and I asked one of my coaches, si Patrick, I asked for permission kung pwede ko ba siya ma-interview kasi marami akong mga insight na napipick up din sa kanya regarding how he improved his small business. So, who is Patrick? Si Patrick is the owner of Naz Cafe and it's in Laguna. Yeah. Tama? Oh, and simula nung nag-start kami ng coaching namin last year, parang, nung nag-start ba tayo, kiosk pa lang yun?
When we started, parang nag-start na kami ng dine-in.
Dine-in
Pero
na.
first months pa lang.
First months, kasi nung time na yun, if I can remember, ang una mong challenge is paano mo i-fill up yung place. Tama? Yeah. Naalala ko yun eh. Pero ngayon, no, simula nung marami kang mga na-process about how you can improve the business and ikaw yun eh. Everything na mga naging process natin and solutions natin on how you can improve your business, lahat yun nanggaling naman yun sa'yo. Siguro ang naging advantage lang is meron siyang thinking partner and we process it together. And every month, naalala ko, simula nung nag-start tayo, like, history siya.
Yeah.
Record-breaking revenue.
Yeah.
Hanggang sa all-time high yata nung January this year.
Yeah, New Year. Yeah, the latest one. Yeah.
Grabe, no? And nag-check tayo ng data. Simula nung processing natin ng mga solutions, nagkaroon tayo ng 200% increase. Tama ba? In
Actually,
revenue?
it's 400.
Oh, it's 400 increase in revenue. You know what? Marami akong friends and maraming people na nanonood sa atin na siguro gusto rin nila makapag-start ng coffee shop business nila someday. Or others, meron silang coffee shop business pero hindi nila alam how they can scale up. So siguro ngayon, gusto lang kita interviewin kasi ang dami ko rin natutunan sa'yo doon sa processing natin. Kung magkakaroon ka ng top 3 na payo, kalimutan na nila lahat ng mga pwede nilang matutunan kung meron kang 3 things na ipapayo. Una muna, doon sa magsa-start ng coffee shop business. Ano yung top 3 things na mapapayo mo?
Alright, so this will not be for coffee shop business owners, aspiring business owners.
Okay.
In general.
Okay.
Kasi when I started NAS, actually we started NAS in 2021, it was parang destiny siya, coach. Food park business, food park yung area namin. And then, ang history niya is, I had this friend na nag-post ng story sa Instagram.
Okay.
And then, during that time, ako and my partner during that time, naghahanap lang kami ng business. Kasi meron kami regular jobs, tapos naghahanap lang kami ng parang other source of income. Yeah, okay. During that time. Then, turns out, yung food park na yun, wala pang coffee sa loob. Kasi yung sistema ng food park is bawal maulit yung concept.
Got it.
So let's say for example, meron kang shawarma, bawal na magkaroon ng shawarma. So parang almost filled up na yung food park. Sabi ko dun sa partner ko during that time, what if mag-coffee business tayo? Pero when we decided to open our shop nung time na yun, wala akong prior knowledge. Wala talaga, as in zero. Just quick story, there was this time when I was in the office. Parang may mga capsule na coffee. I don't know if nakakwento ko na sa'yo to, coach. Kasi, ang coffee ko lang bago ako mag-coffee shop is 3-in-1. Yung nadidissolve sa matamis. So, wala akong brewed, hindi ako ganun. I mean, hindi ako coffee lover.
Hindi ka pa nakatikim ng brewed coffee?
Nakatikim, pero yung process, kahit halimbawa yung sa coffee maker, hindi ko alam kung paano, coach, to be honest.
Okay.
So, merong capsule doon na parang nilalagay siya sa isang equipment. Then
Yeah.
Kasi itsura niya, coach, parang pag binuksan mo, para siyang instant, di ba? So ako, wala ako kaalam-alam. Kasi nga, hindi nga ako brewed coffee drinker. So kinuha ko siya dun sa pantry. Binuksan ko. Inisip ko, instant coffee. Kumuha ko ng mug, tapos hot water. Nilagay ko yun. Tapos sabi ko, after 5 seconds, dapat natutunaw na to. Parang ganon. Sabi ko, bakit kaya? Tapos dumaan yung isa kong office mate. Sabi niya, bro, dun yan sa sa equipment. Ganun ba? Kasi when I opened NAS, wala akong alam. It's very weird na nag-coffee shop business ako, pero hindi ako coffee lover. It's just that I just feel like parang siya yung binigay ni Lord during the time na ito yung open mo. So, siguro ang first advice ko, to aspiring business owners in general is just start. Simulan mo lang. Like, there will never be a perfect time to start. Never mo mapipil na prepared ka. Kasi most people na gusto mag-start ng business, may iniintay sila.
That's true.
Hindi mo masabi kung kailan mo masasabing ready ka na. So for me, just start and just learn along the way. And it happened for me, it happened for the brand. Kasi when we opened the shop,
wala ka alam.
Wala akong alam. And palpak talaga, Coach. When we started, ang daming mali with our process, sa mga supplies namin, kung paano magpapatakbo ng tao. Kahit maliit pa lang kami nung time na yun, papalpak ka talaga sa simula. But then again, you just start. Kasi matututo ka eventually.
Versus, nag-a-analyze ka lang pero hindi ka natututo.
Yeah. Diba? There's this difference between knowing things theoretically and i-apply mo na.
Ganda niyan.
Ako kasi based on experience na rin to. The best way for you to learn is to apply it. Ito nakuha ko to sa'yo, Coach. Para ma-retain sa'yo yung isang bagay na natutunan mo, turo mo, or maranasan mo siya.
Yeah.
And that's my experience with NAS. Sinimulan namin, kapalpak-palpak kami dyan, minsan di kami bumibenta. Pero ang mahalaga sa amin during that time is kada araw na pumapalpak, nag-grow, natututo ka, whether it's on how you handle the business or kahit sa'yo personally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Second lesson.
Pangalawa is, you have to think long-term. Kasi,
What do you mean?
One of the misconceptions ng mga aspiring business owners, and ako, ganun din before, is kapag naging business owner ka na, overnight, or hindi naman overnight, or sa saglit na panahon, kita ka agad. Based on my experience, it didn't happen. Kinailangan ko ng persistence at patience. And, I mean, if you think long-term kasi, it will give you a sense of, dun mo makikita yung pinakang purpose ng ginawa mong negosyo. Kasi hindi naman sa pino-fault ko yung mga tao na nagninegosyo para kumita. Kasi at the end of the day, gusto naman natin talagang kumita.
Exactly.
Ganun din naman kami. Meron kaming regular jobs. The reason why we opened NAS is because gusto namin ng extra income. Turns out, hindi naman yun nangyari. Kumbaga, hindi kami agad kumita. And then, ang ibig ko sabihin is, if you think long-term, parang mas may embrace mo yung negosyong sinimulan mo. Kahit magkamali ka na magkamali, since yung goal mo is for the longer run.
Got it.
Okay lang sa'yo eh.
Hindi mo iindahin at hindi ka mag-quit ka agad.
Yes. That's yung gusto kong sabihin, Coach, na sadly, may mga business owners tayo na nagsimula. Well, parang sinundan nila yung first advice na sinabi ko na start. They started. Kaya lang, hindi sila nag-think long-term. So when they first experience yung unang failure or yung unang setback ng negosyo, nag-quit na lang sila. Unlike pag talagang malinaw or talagang iniintay mo, pinagpapasensyahan mo yung negosyo mo, ang pangmatagalan. Kahit ilang beses ka pang matumba, basta malinaw sa'yo at yun yung mindset mo, tatayo ka.
And then on?
Yeah.
What's the third?
Third, maybe is, always look for ways to improve. Which is, yun siguro yung ini-embody ngayon ng NAS as a brand. And yun, napag-usapan natin sa session kayo na sobrang solid, Coach. It's all about building the culture. Si NAS, wala pa siya sa point na talagang, yun na, yung success na based sa definition ng society. Wala pa, malayo pa. Pero if tatanungin ako kung ano yung pagmamalaki ko sa brand ko, it's the culture that we're building.
Yeah.
Yun nga, so na-mention ko sa session natin kayo na, Coach, I allow my staff to commit mistakes. Kasi I believe that's the best way for them to learn.
Hindi ba siya costly on your part? Kasi business siya.
It's costly. Definitely it's costly. Ma-stress ka, ma-frustrate ka. but as a business owner, okay lang. It's normal. I also believe that you have to recognize and validate your feelings as business owner. Kasi it's also a way for you to reflect. But at the end of the day, babalik ka dun sa cause, purpose, and why nung brand mo, which is, yun nga, I allow them to commit mistakes. Basta pagpapasok sila sa shop, okay lang. Basta mahalaga matututo kayo.
Hindi ba siya, number one, hindi ba siya aabusuhin?
It's actually a risk. But at the end of the day, Diyan papasok coach yung yung members ng team mo at ikaw as the owner of the brand. Aligned dapat kayo.
Yun.
Kasi kapag aligned, at least kahit paano yung risk of abuse, like you said, is mami-minimize.
Kaya ka nagsasacrifice. You're sacrificing profit, you're sacrificing efficiency doon sa pwede silang magkamali para ma-build mo yung culture. Right? What's the trade-off ng, sige, may cost here and there, kakaroon sila ng problem sa efficiency. What do you get out of it? Pag okay ang culture?
Again, sa pangalawang sinabi ko, coach, long term. As long as malinaw sa'yo yung nakikita mong vision, yung cost, yung purpose ng brand mo, yung trade-off na, yun nga, medyo costly, mga ganyang bagay. Hindi naman sa totally di-disregard mo. Pero mas papahalagahan mo, mas prioritize mo yung binibuild mo culture kahit gradual siya, kahit mabagal. Yung mga small wins doon, isi-celebrate mo siya eh.
Yeah.
Like, oo, minsan iinda ka. Like, kunwari, yung efficiency ng operations mo naapektuhan, iinda ka talaga. Pero again, babalik ka. Bakit ko ba ginagawa to? Bakit ba nag-i-exist yung brand ko? Lately ko lang din naman talaga to na-realize eh. And malaking kudos kay coach talaga. Ayaw niya lang mag-take ng credit. Pero grabe, sobrang life-changing nung nag-start kami ng life coaching sessions. When we started our life coaching sessions, ang pinakang-purpose talaga, coach, is naghahanap ako ng tutulong sa akin to move on from my...
Ay, hindi ko sinabi yan eh. Pero ikaw na nagsabi.
My heartbreak. Kasi I will never forget first instance na nag-usap kami. Ganito pala. So, I was sobrang down to that time. And during that time, Nas was also struggling.
Yeah.
So, I had to close down my kiosk sa food park during that time. Kasi, yun nga, part siya ng proseso ng pag-start ng business. Dumapa talaga siya. Nalugi yung kiosk type sa food park business. During that time, ang nagsusustain sa Nas is nag-i-events ako, coach.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh.
Pero, ang dahilan talaga kaya ako naghanap ng life coach is kailangan ko ng tulong kasi hindi ko alam, ang sakit-sakit. So, what I did was, nag-search lang ako, top life coaches in the Philippines. SEO si coach number 1 eh. So, kinlik ko. Meron lang sa website niya, meron lang dong parang details lang.
Yeah.
Then parang summary lang kung bakit kailangan ko ng life coach. Sabi ko, kailangan ko ng tulong sa heartbreak. Moving on.
Naalala ko.
Yeah. After a week, parang tumawag ka na. Sa gym ka, coach, diba?
Yeah.
Ako ata nasa IKEA ata ako. Naglilibang. Tumawag. Tapos, yun yung first natin.
The discovery call. The first discovery call.
Nag-meet tayo around January ata or April na. Parang gano'n.
Mga gano'n. Feb.
Yeah. Tapos, ang una mong pinagawa sa akin is basahin yung StrengthsFinder. Yung tuloy-tuloy na. And just wanna say na sobrang life-changing talaga ng decision ko na yun. Kasi it's really, siguro if I can just give another advice for...
hindi ko sinasabi sa kanya na sabihin to,
Hindi. I mean, it's a form of appreciation na rin kay coach. Kasi sobrang thankful talaga ako. If I were to give another advice, siguro find a mentor or find a coach. It's very crucial. Some people, lalo pag medyo mataas yung belief sa sarili, hindi naman sana. Pero ako kasi, first step din na ginawa ko is I recognize na I need help. And when I realized that, and when I recognized that to myself, doon na ako pumasok sa kinailangan ko ng tutulong sa akin.
Yeah.
And probably it's just incidental. Like, kasi nga, ang purpose naman talaga na paghahanap ko is to help me with the breakup. Eventually, napansin na lang namin ni coach, most of our sessions tungkol na sa business.
Yeah.
And hindi naman sa inaano ko yung figures ng brand ng Nas. Pero I have to really give credit to coach na kaya rin namin na-reach yung figures na yon is because of his advices, yung mga naitulong niya. Let's say for example, yung alignment meetings namin sa shop, yun talaga sobrang crucial. Yung mga ganung bagay. And if you're listening or if you're watching this video and you're an aspiring business owner, sobrang crucial nang merong mag-guide sa'yo. Ang masasabi ko lang sa setup and yung sessions namin ni coach is matututo ka talaga ng sobra kasi hindi ka niya didiktahan. He will let you learn. Parang i-unleash niya sa'yo yung strength mo. Hindi niya ididikta sa'yo kung ano talaga yung parang sa tingin niya yung best.
Yeah.
Gagawin niya, tutulungan ka lang niyang i-unleash. Kasi, sasabihin niya sa'yo is, nasa iyo yan eh. Nasa loob mo yan. And, di ko sinasabi to kasi binabol. I'm saying this kasi meron tayong, may ebidensya ko ba? Meron naman tayong, and I'm really excited for what's ahead pa, Coach. And I just want to take this opportunity to, wala sa script pero, Coach, Lord sasabihin. Coach, sobrang thank you. Sobrang, alam ko, hindi ko masyadong nasasabi, pero,
ano ka ba? Sabi mo yan. Thank you rin, ha? Alam mo, you know what? Ako, just to bank on what you said, no? Una sa lahat, tama yung culture is, it's very important. Kasi pagka clear sa'yo yung identity mo as a brand, tapos hindi ka aalis doon dahil may influence ka ng ito yung sikat, or ito yung mas kumikita, ito yung mas maraming likes, magsistick ka sa identity mo, sa branding mo, at maging consistent ka doon for a long period of time. Ang mangyayari sa'yo is, mas magkakaroon ka ng value. Again, tama yung point number 2 mo eh. You have to see your brand, yourself, or your business, or the service you're offering as a brand. Na kailangan pagka-consistent yung branding mo, ano yung ino-offer mo, ano yung gusto mong maging clear yung perception ng tao sa'yo. And you're going to do it in the long run para mag-build ng credibility dun sa brand na ine-establish mo. Hindi ka magiging masa, pero magiging high value ka. Diba? So, sa mga business owners or aspiring business owners, do it for the long game. No? Huwag kayong overnight success. Yung sinabi nga ni Patrick kanina, isa sa mga ginagawa namin sa coaching sessions, hindi ko dinidikta. I can't really take credit doon sa mga sinabi niya kasi lahat naman yun na process namin, sa kanya din yun nanggaling. Siguro ang nagagawa ko doon sa discussions namin on how we move forward is we just process it, nagkakaroon lang kami ng awareness, and ang hirap i-explain eh. Magpa-coach na lang kayo, no? So, punta kayo sa website ko. We can book a discovery call, no? It's for free, yung discovery call. And pwede kayong mag-email sa info@polegia.ph or may website na akong bago. Yung website kasi na sinasabi niya na top sa SEO na pag tinype mo, wala na siya. Long story, kakwento natin yun sa susunod na episodes. Pero for now, meron bagong website. It's polegia.ph. Pagka kayo meron kayong mga goals, kailangan nyo ng kabatuhan, kailangan nyo ng someone na magiging accountable sa growth ninyo, I will be a thinking partner. I will be an accountability partner for you. Pero again, we will offer high-value service for the people who will care. And syempre, maraming magiging cost doon. And I'm not just talking about finances. May cost sa time mo, sa energy mo, and even, you have to be honest, di ba? Ang daming mga times na kailangan nating tanggapin yung mga pinoprocess natin na may attitude problem talaga na kailangan i-solve. Yeah. But eventually, pag you stick to it, maging faithful tayo dun sa tamang processes, eventually it will provide results. And I am very proud of you, bro. Sinasabi mo lagi kung paano kita natulungan. Hindi mo lang alam, ang dami ko rin natutunan sa'yo. Hindi sa mga stories na kinakwento ko sa mga other people na mini-mentor ko, kinakwento ko yung mga natutunan ko rin sa'yo. Because we are processing, we learn from each other. No? So hopefully, if you're looking for this kind of collaboration, find a coach. Kahit hindi ako, maraming mga coaches na gumagawa niyan. Pero syempre, maganda is yung talagang humanap kayo, ako kung meron akong masasuggest sa inyo, humanap kayo ng mga certified talaga na coaches. Kasi lahat ngayon, life coaches na no? Pero again, pagka certified kasi, pati hindi pera-pera yung coaching, it will really provide results. So ito si Patrick, palaki na ng palaki yung store niya, ang yaman na nito. Eventually, no, makikita natin baka meron na siya iba't ibang branches. And kanina, meron siyang naging consultancy gig, no? Nagpa-consult sa kanya about din business, di ba? Siyempre, collaboration yun kasi nanghihingi siya ng tip doon sa architecture kasi nga nag-expand na naman yung shop niya, mas malaki na. Pero at the same time, humingi din sa kanya ng business tips. So, follow his Instagram page and Facebook page, lalabas natin dito. And be inspired, no? Yung mga contents na nilalabas niya, pagka nakikita ko, na-inspire ako. And hopefully, for the people who are watching na you're aspiring to start a business, isa si Naz Coffee doon sa mga businesses you should look at, no, on how to sustain a coffee shop business. So yun, again, thank you, no, for all the people who are watching o nag-spend ng time to watch this. Sobrang thank you for sticking around. And hopefully, mas maging consistent to. I want to do this kasi at least monthly. And magkakaroon na rin tayo ng podcast soon. So yun lang. If you have questions, suggestions, or you want to book a free discovery call, you just email the details na ipapakita natin dyan. So yun lang. Thank you very much for your time. God bless, guys.